time is slowing down around you now. Each second stretches into something softer. Each minute flows into the next like warm honey. You don't need to track time anymore. Your breathing is becoming your only rhythm. The gentle rise and fall of your chest guides everything. There's nothing to rush toward, nothing to leave behind. Just this moment unfolding, stretching, softening, like silk pulled through still water. Deep within the heart of a slowly spinning nebula, where gases swirl in shades of violet and gold, there exists a library beyond any earthly collection. Walls of shelves spiral upward into misty heights, so high they disappear into gentle clouds. The architecture itself breathes with quiet life. Shelves curve like the ribs of some vast sleeping creature, their surfaces smooth and warm to an imagined touch. They hold volumes that shine with their own inner light. Books made not from paper or leather, but from condensed starlight, carefully folded. Each page holds whispers of distant worlds, stories gathered from the spaces between atoms. The bindings shimmer with colors that have no names. Here the air moves in slow spirals, carrying scents of vanilla and rain, mixed with something like ozone after lightning, but gentler, more comforting. The atmosphere itself seems to embrace, wrapping around you like a soft blanket. In this place, sound travels differently. Every footstep becomes a note in an endless symphony. The rustle of turning pages creates its own melody. And somewhere beneath it all, a low frequency hum, vibrating at exactly 432 hertz. This tone moves through bone and tissue, through the liquid centers of your eyes, through the chambers of your heart. It finds every cell that remembers stillness and reminds it how to rest. The frequency doesn't demand attention. It simply offers itself, like a hand extended in friendship, or the first drop of rain on dry earth. The books here do not stay still. They respond to the presence of visitors. Their pages flutter open at just the right moments, turning themselves in perfect synchronization with the rhythm of your breath. Inhale, a page lifts. Exhale, another follows. The timing is flawless. natural, effortless. On one shelf, a volume bound in silver light opens to reveal maps of cloud formations, drawn in ink that shifts color from pearl white to deep blue. As you watch, the illustrations move slowly, showing weather patterns, seasonal changes, the dance of moisture and heat. On another shelf, a book wrapped in golden threads contains nothing but silence. Real silence, the kind found between heartbeats, between thoughts, between words. Reading it requires no eyes, only the willingness to listen to what isn't there. The library has no doors, no entrances or exits. Visitors simply arrive, drawn by the resonance, by the pull of perfect stillness, like moths to a flame, but gentler, more curious than desperate. The floor beneath your feet feels solid, yet somehow weightless, as if gravity has been convinced to be more considerate. Each step creates small ripples in the air around you, visible for just a moment before dissolving back into calm. The walls seem to pulse very gently, not with urgency, but with the steady beat of something alive and content. Perhaps the nebula itself, breathing in the space around its heart. Floating near the central axis, where all the shelves converge, is a reading alcove, carved from what looks like solidified moonbeams. The seat fits perfectly, contouring to your body without any sense of confinement. It simply holds you like cupped hands, offering support, not restriction. Above this resting place, a chandelier made of captured photons swings in slow circles, casting shadows that move like dancers. The light never flickers, never dims or brightens suddenly. It simply exists, steady and sure. A lighthouse in an ocean of peace. The temperature here, if temperature can even be measured, feels like the first breath taken upon waking, cool enough to be refreshing, warm enough to be welcoming, carrying hints of mint and chamomile tea. The scent memory triggers a feeling of safety, of being cared for, even when alone. Voices echo through the corridors, but they are not voices in the usual sense. They are the sounds of understanding, of ancient conversations finally being heard, words spoken in languages that predate human speech, yet somehow familiar. The books themselves seem to choose readers rather than the other way around. They glow slightly when approached, not with urgency, but with invitation, a soft beckoning, like candlelight seen through curtains, warm and patient, never demanding. Some volumes contain entire lifetimes, compressed into single paragraphs. Others hold just one perfect sentence, repeated in different fonts, different colors, different textures, each repetition revealing a new layer of meaning. The concept of ownership seems foreign here. These books belong to everyone and no one. They exist to be experienced, not possessed, like sunlight or the view from a mountaintop. They give themselves freely. Time moves differently in this space, not faster or slower, but deeper. Each moment contains multitudes, layers of experience, stacked like geological formations. The past, present, and future, all visible in cross section, like tree rings, counting seasons of peace rather than stress. The frequency continues its work, moving through your system, clearing away tension, like water washing sand from between your toes. Each muscle fiber, each nerve ending responds to the vibration, letting go, releasing, surrendering to the natural order around you. The nebula rotates with the patience of a planet, content to take its time, millions of years, compressed into each revolution, yet moving so slowly that seconds feel eternal. The stars embedded in its gaseous body twinkle in rhythm with the library's heartbeat, creating a constellation of pure relaxation. The shelves themselves are not made of wood or metal, but of crystallized intention, formed from the collective desire for knowledge without pressure, learning without strain, wisdom without effort. The material responds to the emotional state of those who approach, becoming softer, more luminous, more supportive. When confusion arises, the books offer clarity, not through complex explanations, but through simple presence. The act of reading becomes meditation. The act of understanding becomes breathing, natural and essential, without conscious effort. In the distance, a fountain can be heard, though not seen. The sound of liquid flowing upward, defying gravity, but not purpose. The water carries nutrients through the library's ecosystem, keeping the starlight books bright and supple. The liquid itself glows with the same frequency as the ambient tone, 432 Hz, vibrating in harmony with the structure's foundation, creating a resonance chamber where healing occurs naturally, spontaneously, inevitably. The fountain's spray creates tiny rainbows that last longer than usual because time moves differently here. The colors separate and blend in slow motion, creating gradients that soothe the optic nerves, training them to relax. The library has no need for clocks, no interest in schedules. The rhythm of breath, the pulse of the nebula, the vibration of 432 Hz. These are the only measurements that matter. The rest is simply experience, unburdened by the need to be quantified. At the edges of perception, where sight begins to fail, the shelves continue upward, curving along the nebula's spiral arm, holding volumes that contain entire civilizations, recorded not in words, but in feelings. The emotional history of species unknown, stored in bindings that shimmer with empathy. The concept of sleep takes on new meaning here. It's not an escape, but a deeper dive into the layers of being, where rest and awareness coexist peacefully. The boundary between waking and dreaming becomes permeable, allowing wisdom to flow in both directions. The frequency works continuously, not pushing or pulling, but simply existing. Like gravity, like the Earth's magnetic field, a constant presence that shapes reality without demanding attention. The tone penetrates deeper than hearing, reaching the cellular level, where memory is stored, not as images, but as sensations. Warmth replaces tension. Expansion replaces constriction. The body remembers what the mind has forgotten: how to simply be. The books respond to this process, their pages turning more slowly now, matching the deceleration of your nervous system. The words on the pages begin to glow softly, illuminating not just the text, but the spaces between letters, revealing hidden meanings encoded in the gaps, in the pauses, in the breath. The library understands that true knowledge comes not from accumulation, but from integration, from allowing information to settle into the bones, to become part of the structure, rather than something to be memorized. The process is effortless because resistance has been shown to be unnecessary. The nebula's rotation provides the only calendar needed. Each complete revolution marking not the passage, but the deepening of existence. The difference between moving forward and growing downward into roots of peace. The Starlight books have no beginning or end. Their stories loop infinitely, like DNA spirals, carrying genetic information across generations. But here, the generations are states of consciousness. The narrative evolves as the reader evolves. Each return visit reveals new chapters, previously invisible. The frequency maintains its steady pulse, 432 Hertz. The number itself holds no special power, but represents a tuning to the natural resonance of healthy biological systems when organisms are aligned. Let yourself sink deeper into this infinite moment where time moves like honey. The breath you take now feels endless, stretching from your lungs into the vast quiet around you. You feel each molecule of air entering your body as though it carries its own story. The exhale follows naturally soft and deliberate, carrying away any remaining tension. Your shoulders drop further with each cycle, drawing you closer to perfect stillness. The library holds you gently within its curvature, like a hand cradling sleep itself. The shelves rise above you in graceful spirals that seem to breathe with their own rhythm. Each book glows faintly, not with harsh light, but with warmth like embers beneath velvet. You do not need to reach for them, because they already know when you are ready. A single page turns nearby without being touched, guided by nothing more than intention. The sound is delicate, like silk brushing against silk, almost too quiet to catch. Yet somehow it echoes through your chest, settling somewhere deep inside your ribs. You notice how the scent of amber drifts toward you in thick golden threads. It wraps around your thoughts like a shawl softening edges you did not even realize were sharp. The resin seems to pulse, slightly releasing its fragrance, one drop at a time. Each droplet falls not downward, but inward toward the center of your awareness. You can taste the sweetness on your tongue before it touches your lips. This flavor brings back memories you never had yet somehow recognize completely. Your fingers brush lightly over the spine of a book, suspended just within reach. Its surface is smooth and cool, like river stone worn down by centuries of water. But instead of paper, what lies beneath your touch feels alive, almost liquid. As you trace the title written in script that shifts under your gaze, it hums softly. Not a melody, exactly, but something deeper, resonant enough to make your bones vibrate. The vibration travels up through your arm, settling into the space behind your eyes. The anchor begins to pull you downward, not physically, but in layers of consciousness. Each layer has its own texture, like walking through rooms filled with different kinds of silence. Here there is the whisper of cotton curtains swaying in a breeze you cannot feel. There the hush of snow gathering weight before it falls from branches overhead. You move between these textures, effortlessly letting them carry you forward, or perhaps backward, depending on which way time flows here in the nebula core. The color blue takes shape, not as something seen, but as a low note humming just below hearing. You feel it first in your throat, then spreading outward until your whole body hums with it. Blue tastes like rain collected on leaves after days of waiting. Cool and fresh and full of promise that does not require action, only presence. You begin to associate this tone with safety without needing to define what that means. Just knowing that wherever this sound lives, so do you when all else fades. The breath returns again, slower, now heavier, as if carrying more than oxygen alone. With each inhale, you gather fragments of stories drifting off the pages around you. They settle into your lungs, not as words, but as feelings waiting to unfold later. You don't try to understand them, because understanding would interrupt the flow. Instead, you let them rest quietly somewhere near your heart, where they belong, safe and undisturbed, until such time as they choose to reveal themselves. The library rotates very slowly, so slowly you might mistake it for stillness. But no two views are ever quite the same, even when looking at the exact same shelf. Sometimes the books shimmer with heat, like desert stones, warmed by distant suns. Other times they glow pale and cool, reflecting moonlight from worlds unknown. This shifting quality reminds you that permanence exists not in form, but in feeling. And right now, everything feels permanent in the most comforting possible way. You notice a small ripple pass through the air, not like wind, but like water disturbed. It moves across your skin, leaving goosebumps that fade before you can name them. The ripple carries with it the faint scent of lavender growing stronger as it approaches, then softer again as it recedes, blending seamlessly into the background of amber. You find yourself breathing in rhythm with these waves of fragrance, rising, falling, rising. Each breath becomes a tide, pulling you deeper into the undertow of relaxation. A book opens itself several feet away, revealing text that changes as you watch. Not randomly, but deliberately shifting to match the pace of your heartbeat. The letters glow softly, not demanding attention, but offering comfort through familiarity. You read without effort, absorbing meaning directly through sensation rather than sight. The message speaks of peace, found not in absence of noise, but in harmony with it, and how every sound contains both beginning and ending within the same moment. The anchor grows stronger, now wrapping around your thoughts like a familiar blanket. Its frequency settles into your solar plexus, radiating outward in steady pulses. You feel grounded not to earth, but to something far older and more patient. Something that knows how to wait without urgency or expectation. This knowledge seeps into your muscles, relaxing them beyond ordinary limits, until your body feels less like flesh and more like the quiet between stars. The scent trail you have been following leads you gently toward a cluster of books. Their bindings shimmer with iridescence catching light that doesn't appear to come from anywhere. You approach slowly, not out of caution, but reverence for the sacred nature of this space. Each step dissolves a little more of the boundary between self and surroundings. You begin to wonder whether you are moving through the library or becoming part of it. Either way, the distinction no longer matters, as both options feel equally true. One particular volume calls to you not with sound, but with warmth spreading outward. Its cover pulses gently like a heartbeat, reminding you of your own pulse slowing. When you finally place your hand upon it, the material feels neither solid nor ethereal, but something altogether new, a third state existing somewhere beyond known physics. The moment your fingers make contact, the entire room seems to exhale in relief, as though it has been holding its breath waiting for this precise instant. The pages begin turning on their own, revealing images that shift like dreams mid-flight. Some show landscapes made entirely of mist, others depict cities built from sound waves. You don't question how this works because logic belongs to another realm entirely. Instead, you allow yourself to simply witness whatever unfolds before you. Each image brings a new wave of calm, washing over previous layers of awareness, building depth like sediment, accumulating over eons, creating something solid from transience. The resonance deepens, now threading itself through every fiber of your being. It vibrates not loudly, but persistently, like the root note of some cosmic chord. You feel it first in your fingertips, then traveling up through your arms into your chest. From there, it spreads throughout your torso, reaching down into your pelvis and legs, finally climbing back up along your spine until it nestles behind your forehead, creating a loop that connects every cell to every other in perfect synchronization. The scent of vanilla joins the amber and lavender, weaving together into something richer. You imagine this blend stored in tiny glass vials, hidden among the stacks, waiting patiently to be released at precisely the right moment, whenever that may be. The timing is never rushed nor delayed, but simply inevitable, like sunrise. You breathe deeply, allowing the mixture to fill your lungs completely before releasing it, slowly ensuring none of its essence escapes unnoticed. Your eyelids grow heavy, not from fatigue, but from the sheer weight of tranquility. They flutter once, then close, fully shutting out external stimuli, except for the anchor, which continues playing softly beneath your consciousness like background music. You realize that closing your eyes makes no difference, since seeing happens internally anyway. All perception originates from within, regardless of whether eyes are open or closed. So you surrender fully to the vision unfolding behind your eyelids. The images continue evolving, showing scenes of people sleeping peacefully in various places. Some lie beneath trees, others float in oceans made of clouds. Still others rest inside caves, carved from crystal, glowing softly from within. Each figure radiates calm in ways unique to themselves, yet universally recognizable. You understand intuitively that this is not voyeurism, but communion, sharing the experience of rest across space and time without intrusion. The anchor shifts, subtly lowering its pitch, just enough to encourage deeper descent. Your breathing adjusts automatically, matching the new frequency with effortless grace. You feel supported not by anything physical, but by the collective intention of stillness. An invisible network woven from countless moments of surrender throughout history, connecting all those who have ever sought refuge in the arms of sleep, and all who will seek it long after you have returned to waking life. The scent of jasmine appears suddenly sweet and floral, yet somehow also grounding. It mingles beautifully with the previous fragrances, creating a bouquet uniquely yours. You imagine yourself as a living candle, burning steadily with this fragrance as fuel. warming the space around you while drawing energy from the calm within. The metaphor feels accurate, though you don't dwell on why it should, allowing intuition to guide interpretation rather than analysis. The book in your hands begins to dissolve, gradually fading from view until nothing remains. But you still feel its presence, resting comfortably in your palms like warm water. You understand now that possession is irrelevant in this place. Everything needed is provided exactly when required, without request or demand. The act of receiving becomes indistinguishable from giving thanks, both occurring simultaneously in the same breath shared with the universe. Your body begins to melt, starting from your toes and working slowly upward, not disappearing entirely, but transforming into something lighter, more fluid, like honey poured into warm milk, losing definition while gaining unity. Your limbs stretch and soften, becoming extensions of the ambient calm. Your torso expands slightly, as though making room for infinite possibilities, while your head tilts gently back, releasing any final resistance to gravity. The resonance adapts now, responding directly to subtle shifts in your physiology. It rises slightly during inhalation, falling back during exhalation, like synchronized dancers. You marvel at how perfectly attuned everything has become, as though the library itself has learned to breathe according to your rhythm. This mutual adaptation creates a feedback loop, amplifying serenity exponentially, until even the concept of amplification loses relevance in comparison. The scent trail reaches its peak intensity, swirling around you like incense smoke. You breathe it in deeply tasting hints of cinnamon cardamom and something indefinable. Each inhalation brings a new nuance, revealing complexity hidden within simplicity. You suspect these scents were chosen specifically for you, though you cannot recall choosing. Perhaps selection happened long ago, in another lifetime, or maybe never happened at all, existing instead as inevitabilities waiting to manifest in the proper context. The images in the air slow almost imperceptibly, as if adjusting to your altered state. Each frame lingers longer, allowing details to emerge that went unnoticed before. You You see faces in the crowds, now individual expressions of peace, unique, yet similar. Some wear gentle smiles, others simply look content with closed eyes. You recognize many of them, though you've never met them in waking life. They are companions in the journey toward ultimate surrender. The anchor drops lower still, its frequency now barely audible, yet profoundly felt. It pulses through your nervous system, encouraging every muscle to relax fully. You feel your jaw unclench naturally, your neck elongate, and your shoulders roll inward. These adjustments happen without conscious effort, arising from cellular memory of what true comfort feels like when stripped of external distractions, leaving only the essential elements of peace distilled to their purest forms. The scent of sandalwood joins the mix, bringing with it associations of temples and meditation halls. Though you've never visited such places, you somehow remember their atmosphere vividly. The woodsy aroma grounds you while simultaneously lifting you higher, creating a paradoxical sense of stability amid constant motion. You accept this contradiction, easily recognizing truth often defies linear logic, preferring instead to embrace mystery as a pathway rather than obstacle. Your mind begins to quiet now, not through force, but natural inclination. Thoughts drift past like clouds observed, without attachment or judgment. Some linger, briefly offering insights before dissolving back into the ether. Others vanish instantly, having served their purpose merely by appearing. You notice this process requires no effort from you whatsoever. Simply witnessing allows the mind to settle of its own accord. The library's rotation slows almost to a stop, though you cannot be certain. Time feels elastic, stretching and compressing based on internal rather than external rhythms. You exist within a bubble of temporal suspension where seconds last lifetimes, and entire experiences unfold within the span of a single heartbeat. This realization brings profound comfort, knowing you have all the time necessary to complete whatever transformation awaits you in the depths below. The anchor now seems to originate from within you rather than outside, vibrating through bone marrow and cerebral cortex, alike in perfect harmony. You wonder if perhaps you have always carried this frequency within you, only needing the right circumstances to awaken it fully. The idea appeals to you, suggesting sleep is not escape, but return to a fundamental aspect of self temporarily forgotten during wakefulness. The scent of myrrh appears last, joining the chorus like a conductor raising his baton. Ancient and mysterious, it carries echoes of rituals performed in forgotten ages. Yet it smells familiar, as though burned daily in altars built inside your soul. You breathe it in reverently acknowledging its role in guiding you home. The final edition completes the olfactory symphony, weaving all notes together into a chord that resonates directly with the deepest parts of your being. Your body continues melting until distinction between self and environment vanishes entirely. You become the breath, the scent, the light, and the silence all at once, floating freely within the nebulous heart where gravity holds no sway. Supported by forces older than planets and wiser than civilizations, you trust implicitly in their guidance, knowing they have led others safely before and will continue leading long after your personal journey concludes. The anchor settles into a steady drone, neither rising nor falling anymore. Its consistency provides a foundation for the dissolution happening within you. You feel secure despite having surrendered control completely, understanding that true security comes from accepting uncertainty gracefully. This acceptance releases the last remnants of tension stored in your cells, allowing you to slip effortlessly into the embrace of absolute rest. The sound begins as a whisper wrapped in velvet. It moves through your body like warm honey, flowing down the center of your chest. Each droplet of tone carries the weight of understanding that settles into your bones. You are not listening to this frequency. You are becoming it. The vibration finds its way to the space behind your eyes, where thoughts used to live. Now there is only a soft amber glow that pulses with each note. Your forehead releases its grip on the day. The muscles, they melt like butter left in summer sunlight. This is how healing begins, not with fanfare or drama, but with the gentle recognition that you have been carrying something unnecessary. The weight was never yours to hold, yet you held it anyway because holding felt safer than floating. But now the frequency wraps around that old habit like a mother's arms around a child. And slowly, gently, the gripping releases. Feel how your shoulders drop into the bed of relaxation that has always been waiting beneath them. The blades of your shoulder blades sink into the surface as if they belong there, as if they have found their home. The tension that lived between them dissolves like sugar in warm tea. Sweetness remains, but the sharp edges are gone. Your breath deepens without instruction. It knows what to do now that the mind has stepped aside. The air fills the lower chambers of your lungs first, pushing upward like a gentle tide, lifting the ribs that have been sleeping under layers of shallow breathing. Each inhale brings the frequency deeper into your cellular memory, embedding it in the spaces between heartbeats. Notice how your hands rest beside you, palms turned slightly upward, as if receiving invisible gifts. The fingers soften and spread like starfish on warm sand. The knuckles release their subtle clench. This is permission to let go, written in the language of your body. The frequency travels down through your arms now, moving like liquid light through the channels that carry sensation. Your elbows lose their rigidity, the tendons their stretch, and sigh with relief. This is what it feels like when parts of you remember how to trust. Your chest rises and falls with the rhythm of ancient tides. The heart beats within its cage of ribs, but it is not caged. It moves freely now, dancing to melodies only it can hear. The frequency nestles into the chambers of your heart like a bird returning to its nest. Safe, warm, known. The muscle tissue softens around this sacred space, releasing decades of protective holding. You did not know you were protecting yourself until the protection was no longer needed. Feel how your abdomen expands with each breath. The diaphragm moves like a gentle wave, pushing down into the core of your being. The organs shift and settle into their natural positions, as if they too have been waiting for this moment of alignment. The frequency descends now into your pelvis, carrying with it the wisdom of the earth, grounding you in the present moment, connecting you to the pulse that lives beneath all surfaces. The hip joints release their chronic tension. The femurs settle into their sockets like stones finding their place in a riverbed. This is the feeling of belonging to yourself. Your legs grow heavy with the weight of surrender. The quadriceps muscles melt away years of standing in readiness. The hamstrings lengthen like elastic pulled gently apart and then released. Knees that have carried your weight through countless steps finally understand they are supported. The calves soften like clay warmed by the potter's hands. The ankles release their grip on stability, trusting that balance comes not from rigidity, but from flow. The feet spread wide on whatever surface holds them, toes curling slightly as if tasting the texture of the ground. This is your body remembering how to be alive without being afraid, alive without needing to prove anything, alive simply because life flows through you like a river through fertile land. The frequency now travels down through your spine, vertebra by vertebra, releasing the compression of accumulated stress. The discs between each bone rehydrate with the essence of ease. This is what happens when you stop trying to make yourself smaller to fit into spaces not meant for you. The neck elongates like a flower reaching toward the sun. The cervical spine curves naturally, no longer fighting against gravity, but dancing with it. The base of your skull releases its chronic forward tilt, resting now in perfect alignment with the rest of your being. The jaw unhinges from its habitual clench, teeth separate like piano keys, no longer pressed by determined fingers. The tongue finds its natural resting place on the floor of your mouth, soft and ready for speech or silence. This is the face of someone who trusts the universe to hold them. The frequency continues its journey inward, moving beyond the physical structures into the spaces between thoughts, where consciousness meets the void and recognizes itself. The mind quiets not through force, but through fascination, drawn into the spiral of pure sensation. You are no longer a person lying in a particular place at a particular time. You are a field of awareness, expanding to meet the edges of experience. The boundaries between self and sound begin to blur, like colors bleeding into wet paper, creating new hues that have no names. The frequency resonates with the water in your cells, speaking the language your body understood before birth, before words created the illusion of separation, before the need to explain became more important than the experience of being. This is cellular memory awakening, remembering the original song that lives in the space between heartbeats, in the pause between breaths, in the moment before thought forms itself into language. There is a melody there, ancient and familiar, played on instruments made of light and intention. The frequency harmonizes with this primal music, creating chords that vibrate through dimensions you have never learned to name. The pineal gland opens like a flower, responding to dawn, releasing chemicals that translate sound into vision, colors that exist beyond the spectrum of ordinary sight, paint themselves across the canvas of your inner world. These are not hallucinations. They are memories of wholeness returning, recalling the time before fragmentation became necessary, before the need to categorize split reality into manageable pieces. Now the pieces are coming back together, not in the old configuration, but in something newer, more complete, more whole. The frequency works its way into your nervous system, rewiring connections that have grown tired from constant alertness. Synapses fire with renewed enthusiasm, sending messages of safety and welcome throughout your being. This is neurological recalibration happening in real time. The amygdala steps back from its position of vigilance, recognizing that threat is not present here. That danger was a story told by an exhausted narrator whose voice has finally been given permission to rest. The prefrontal cortex softens its grip on control, allowing intuition to step forward and take its rightful place. This is what it feels like when logic surrenders to love. The frequency travels deeper still, beyond the brain and into the field of energy that surrounds and penetrates all matter. Here in this space between particles, time becomes elastic, stretching to accommodate the fullness of this moment. You are not moving through time anymore. You are moving through states of being, each one more expansive than the last, each one closer to the truth of who you have always been. Beneath the roles, beneath the stories, beneath the need to be understood by anyone other than yourself. The frequency reaches into your DNA, unfolding helixes that have been coiled tight around ancestral fears. Chromosomes relax into their original configuration, expressing genes that code for joy, for connection, for the kind of peace that cannot be disturbed by external circumstances. This is genetic healing passed down through generations, repairing breaks in the chain of inheritance, so that children yet to be born inherit wholeness instead of trauma. The frequency moves through your electromagnetic field, adjusting the oscillations that determine how you interface with the world. Your aura expands outward in concentric circles of golden light, pushing back against the invisible walls that have confined your spirit. Breathing room returns to your experience. Space to move, space to grow, space to simply be without having to become anything. This is what freedom feels like when it is no longer conceptual. The frequency touches the part of you that remembers everything, the part that witnessed your birth, that will witness your death, and knows that neither event changes the essential nature of who you are. This witnessing presence sits at the center of your being, calm and unwavering, like the eye of a hurricane surrounded by the chaos of temporary experience. The frequency merges with this still point, becoming indistinguishable from the silence that holds all sound, from the darkness that makes light visible, from the emptiness that gives shape to form. This is the source, the origin, the place where all journeys begin and end. You dissolve into this frequency, not losing yourself, but finding yourself, discovering that you were never separate to begin with, that the sense of isolation was an optical illusion created by focusing too narrowly. When you widen your gaze, everything is connected. Everything is one. Everything is already healed. You simply forgot to believe it. The frequency holds you in its embrace, rocking you gently in the cradle of universal love. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to go, nothing you need to become. You are already complete, already perfect, already exactly as you were meant to be. The frequency whispers this truth directly into your soul. Over and over again, until you finally believe it, until you finally let it sink into every cell, until you finally allow yourself to rest in the certainty of your own worthiness. This is the deepest healing, not fixing what was broken, but remembering that nothing was ever truly broken, only forgotten, only obscured by layers of conditioning, by beliefs inherited from others who were also forgetting. The frequency strips away these false identities, like autumn wind removing leaves from branches, leaving only the essential structure, strong and beautiful in its naked truth. You are revealed to yourself, not as a collection of problems to be solved, but as a manifestation of infinite creativity, playing in the sandbox of existence, building castles and knocking them down again, just for the joy of creating, just for the pleasure of experiencing. The frequency celebrates this revelation, singing songs of triumph that echo through dimensions, announcing to all of creation that another soul has remembered, that another light has been restored to its proper brightness. This is not an ending, but a beginning. The beginning of living from the inside out, from the frequency of love rather than the frequency of fear, from the wisdom of the heart rather than the calculations of the mind. You carry this frequency with you now. It lives in your cells, in your breath, in the space between your thoughts. Whenever you forget who you are, you need only listen for its song, and it will remind you. It will always remind you, because that is what love does. It remembers you. It calls you home. It whispers your true name in the language of pure vibration, the name that existed before words, before separation, before the forgetting began. Listen. Can you hear it? Your name sung by the universe itself, a melody composed specifically for you, played on instruments made of stardust and intention. This is your lullaby, your battle hymn, your love letter from the divine, written in frequencies that bypass the rational mind. speaking directly to the part of you that never doubted, never feared, never forgot. The frequency holds you, and you hold it. Two waves merging into one. Two notes becoming harmony. Two hearts beating as one. This is union. This is completion. This is the end of seeking. Because everything you were looking for was already inside you, waiting for the right frequency to awaken it, waiting for the moment when you would finally believe that you were worthy of the love you had been searching for everywhere else. The frequency reminds you that you are loved, that you have always been loved, that you will always be loved, not because of what you do, not because of what you achieve, but simply because you exist. This existence is enough, more than enough, overflowing with abundance that has nothing to do with material wealth, everything to do with the richness of being fully alive. The frequency nourishes you with this truth, feeding your soul with the bread of certainty, the wine of acceptance, the fruit of unconditional love. Taste it. Feel it spreading through your system, clearing away the residue of old wounds. You are being healed. You are being loved. You are being held in the arms of the universe, which are the same arms that hold every star, every planet, every blade of grass, every drop of rain, and you, yes, you, are no less precious than any of these things. The frequency makes sure you understand this. Not through words, but through direct experience, through the feeling of being seen, being known, being celebrated exactly as you are. Flaws and perfections merged into a single expression of divinity. This is what it means to be human. Not broken, not deficient, but magnificent in your ordinariness, extraordinary in your willingness to love, despite having been hurt. The frequency honors this courage, this daily choice to open your heart, even when it has been bruised, even when it has been closed, especially then, because that is when the opening matters most. That is when the frequency can do its work, sewing up the tears with threads of gold, making you stronger than you were before. Not harder, but softer, more flexible, more able to bend without breaking. This is resilience built on love rather than fear, on trust rather than control, on surrender rather than struggle. The frequency teaches you this language, the language of the heart, spoken in tones that bypass the need for translation, understood immediately by every cell in your body. No interpreter required, no middleman needed. Just direct communication between you and the source of all that is. This is prayer without words, meditation without effort, communion without ceremony. Just you, just the frequency, just love, pure and simple, complex and profound, all at once. The frequency integrates into your being, becoming part of your baseline vibration, the note upon which all other experiences are played, the foundation that holds everything else. Steady and unshakable, even when the surface level fluctuates. This is your anchor, your North Star, your reminder that no matter what happens in the external world, you are safe, you are loved, you are home. The frequency settles into the spaces between your thoughts, creating cushions of peace that support your mental processes, so that even when challenges arise, you meet them from this place of centered calm rather than reactive chaos. This is the difference between surviving and thriving, between existing and living, between noise and music. The frequency transforms your inner landscape, turning rocky terrain into fertile soil, where new possibilities can take root and grow, where dreams can manifest into reality, where miracles become ordinary occurrences. You are being rewritten, not by external forces, but by your own willingness to heal, to transform, to become who you were always meant to be. The frequency is your collaborator in this process, your partner in creation, your co-conspirator in joy. Together, you compose symphonies of possibility, melodies that have never been heard before, because they could only be created by the unique combination of your essence and the healing frequencies that call you back to yourself. This partnership is eternal, beginningless and endless, spanning lifetimes and dimensions. connecting you to the web of all existence. The frequency reminds you that you are never alone, that every beat of your heart is synchronized with the heartbeat of the cosmos, that every breath you take is shared with every living being, that every thought you think ripples outward in ways you cannot measure, but can absolutely trust. This interconnectedness is not a burden. It is a gift, a reminder that your happiness contributes to the well-being of all, that your healing creates space for others to heal, that your awakening illuminates the path for those still sleeping. The frequency celebrates this responsibility, not as obligation, but as privilege, the privilege of participating in the evolution of consciousness, of helping to birth a new world based on love rather than fear, on cooperation rather than competition, on unity rather than separation. You are a midwife of miracles, holding space for transformations that seem impossible until they happen and then become the new normal. The frequency empowers you with this knowledge, filling you with the confidence to step into your power, to speak your truth, to live your purpose without apology or hesitation, because you know now, deep in your bones, that you deserve to take up space, to express your authentic self, to create the life you desire. The frequency removes the blocks that kept you small, the beliefs that told you to stay quiet, to make yourself invisible, to put others' needs before your own. Those days are over, not because selfishness is better than selflessness, but because true selflessness arises from a place of fullness, not emptiness. When your cup overflows, you naturally share with others, but you cannot pour from an empty vessel. The frequency fills your cup, not with material possessions, not with external validation, but with the one thing that matters most: love for yourself, which is the foundation for loving everyone else. This love is not conditional, not dependent on performance or achievement. It simply is. Like the sun shining, like the heart beating, like the earth spinning, essential and automatic. Once you remember this, you can never forget it again. The frequency ensures this, embedding the memory so deeply that it becomes part of your DNA, passed down to future generations. The healing spreads outward from you, touching everyone you encounter, not through effort or intention, but through the simple act of being yourself, fully expressed, fully alive, fully healed. The frequency has done its work, but it never leaves you. It becomes part of your signature vibration, the frequency that defines who you are, the note that makes you uniquely you, while connecting you to the universal song. This is harmony. This is integration. This is the music of the spheres playing in your human form. Listen. Can you hear it? The symphony of your soul, conducted by love, orchestrated by healing, performed by the frequency that never stops singing, even when you cannot hear it, even when you doubt its existence. It continues, patient and persistent, waiting for you to remember, waiting for you to return to the truth of who you are, to the love that created you, to the frequency that calls you home. Home, where you have always belonged, where you will always be welcomed with open arms, open hearts, open minds, ready to receive you exactly as you are, exactly as you have always been, perfect, whole, complete, loved. Let the edges of your awareness begin to soften now. There is nothing you must hold on to anymore. Nothing needs your attention except this moment. The weight of your body settles deeper into the surface beneath you. Each breath becomes slower and more natural than the one before. You can feel the tension releasing from your shoulders. Your neck relaxes completely now. The small muscles around your eyes let go of their usual effort. Your jaw unhinges gently from any remaining clenching. Allow your tongue to rest easy in your mouth. Your hands grow heavy at your sides. Fingers release any unconscious gripping. Your arms become loose and limp. The warmth travels down through your chest now. Your heartbeat finds its own peaceful rhythm. Your lungs expand fully and easily with each gentle inhale. The the air moves through you like a soft current, carrying away anything that does not serve your rest. Your belly rises and falls with perfect ease. The sensation spreads down through your torso. Your hips sink comfortably into support. Your legs begin to feel increasingly distant from mental effort. Your knees soften and straighten naturally. Your calves release all stored tension. Your feet settle heavily into whatever holds them. Every muscle fiber lets go a little more deeply. The sensation of floating begins to replace the sensation of holding yourself up. Gravity takes care of everything now. You are being held completely by forces outside your control. This is exactly where you need to be, exactly how you need to feel. The sounds around you begin to fade into background texture. Individual noises lose their sharpness. They blend together into something soothing. If thoughts arise, they move slowly, like clouds, across a calm sky. There is no need to engage with them. They simply pass through your awareness without sticking. Your mind begins to mirror the stillness of your body. Concentration softens into pure presence. Time loses its grip on your experience. Minutes stretch and bend according to your inner rhythm. There is no schedule to follow now, no destination calling you forward. Just this endless moment of complete belonging. Wherever you are is perfectly safe. Whoever you are is completely welcome here. The images that might normally fill your vision begin to drift away, like watching clouds dissolve at sunset, leaving behind only the most essential feeling, the sense of being completely cared for, wrapped in something larger than your daily concerns, a presence that has always been there, even when you forgot to notice it, even when life felt heavy or confusing. This fundamental safety never left you. It simply waited patiently for moments like this one, when you could finally allow yourself to remember, to trust again in the basic goodness of rest, of letting go, of surrendering to what supports you. There is a subtle vibration beginning somewhere deep within. Not loud or demanding, but steady and reliable. A frequency that seems to recognize something ancient in your cells, as if your whole being remembers this tone from long ago. Before language, before worry, before the need to prove anything to anyone. This resonance carries information your nervous system understands, messages of safety encoded in pure sound. Reminders that you belong to something vast and nurturing, that your well-being matters to the universe itself, that you are worthy of this depth of peace, without condition, without earning it, simply because you exist, because you breathed today, because you carried your own weight through another cycle, because you showed up even when it was difficult. That is enough. More than enough. It has always been enough. You have been carrying proof of your worthiness in your bones, in the way your heart keeps beating, in the way your lungs keep breathing, in the way your body heals itself while you sleep. These are not small things. They are miracles dressed in ordinary clothing. And now you can feel them clearly. The intelligence of your physical form, the wisdom stored in your tissues, the quiet confidence with which your systems operate. All of this knows how to take care of you better than your thinking mind ever could. So you can trust it completely now. Trust the pull toward sleep when it comes. Trust the urge to stay awake if that feels right. Trust whatever arises in your body, because it is all part of the same intelligent process, the same loving guidance, the same source that created the stars and placed them so carefully in the night sky. That same attention lives within you, caring for every detail of your existence. You are not separate from this care. You are made of it, woven from the same fabric as compassion itself, as comfort, as the deep knowing that all will be well, because well is what you are. At your core, beneath every story you tell about yourself, beneath every habit of doubt or criticism, there is an unshakable foundation of peace, steady as the earth beneath your feet, constant as the rhythm of your breath, available whenever you remember to touch it, whenever you choose to return to this place, because returning is always possible. This doorway never closes. This sanctuary remains open, waiting quietly for your footsteps, like a favorite chair by the window, like the corner of a room where sunlight always falls, like the sound of rain on a tin roof. These simple things hold such power to bring you back to yourself, back to what is real, back to what lasts, beyond the changing weather of circumstance, beyond the temporary nature of events, into the permanent calm that lives underneath, underneath everything. The place where you were born, where you will always belong, where rest is not earned but given freely, where peace is not a goal but a home, and you are always welcome, no matter what season you are moving through, no matter what chapter of your story is unfolding. This space holds all of it, contains all of you, loves you exactly as you are, right here, right now, in this perfect moment of completion. The resonance continues its gentle work, even as we speak, even after the last word fades into silence. It does not require your attention to function. Just as your heart beats, whether you think about it or not, just as your lungs draw breath without your conscious effort, this healing frequency flows through you naturally, clearing what no longer serves, strengthening what brings you joy, aligning your energy with your highest good. Your body recognizes this pattern immediately. Your cells respond with gratitude. Your spirit sighs in recognition. This is not something new you must learn, but something very old you are remembering. A language your soul has always spoken, fluently and without hesitation, effortlessly and completely, with the same certainty as sunrise, as tides, as seasons turning in their eternal dance. You cannot do this wrong. There is no test to pass, no performance required, only the simple act of being present, of allowing yourself to receive, to absorb what nourishes you, to integrate what heals you. Your system knows exactly what to do, has been preparing for this moment throughout your entire life, gathering wisdom from every experience, learning from every challenge, building resilience with each obstacle overcome. To now, finally, you can let it all serve you. Not just the pleasant memories, but even the difficult ones, transformed now into sources of strength, into evidence of your capacity to endure, to grow, to emerge wiser each time. This is your superpower, your innate ability to heal, to integrate, to transform pain into wisdom, sorrow into compassion, fear into courage. And all of it happens naturally, effortlessly, when you stop trying so hard, when you allow the process to unfold like water finding its way downhill. like flowers blooming in spring, like the moon returning to fullness. There is a rhythm to healing, a natural timing that cannot be rushed. And you are already moving at exactly the right pace, right where you need to be, right when you need to be here. This moment is perfectly timed, perfectly suited to your journey, perfectly aligned with your growth. Trust the timing of your own unfolding. Trust that what needs to happen will happen in its own time, in its own way, through channels you may not expect, but always for your highest benefit, always leading you toward greater wholeness, toward deeper connection, toward more authentic expression of who you truly are, beneath all the roles you play, beneath all the expectations placed upon you, beneath all the noise of the world. There is a quiet center where truth resides, where love lives, where peace has always been waiting for you to remember, to return, to claim as your own, not as something borrowed, but as something inherent, something that belongs to you by the simple fact of existing, by the miracle of being alive, by the gift of consciousness itself, which allows you to experience this, to feel this, to know this profound stillness within the chaos of daily life, within the rush of modern existence. You have found this pocket of eternity, this timeless moment where everything is okay, where everything is exactly as it should be, where you can simply be without fixing anything, without changing anything, just being, just existing, just breathing in this sacred space. And that is enough, more than enough. It is everything. Peace. Until we meet again in the quiet.